It's like this was a long time coming. This was a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into anything, before we had that discussion, I gotta say, rest in peace, Tupac. Rest in peace, Machiavelli. Rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. Do you? Now, I did release, or should I say, I did put something in my community section. It was a video, where they were breaking down the police department and everything was breaking down, the charges that they have on Keefe D. And it's a lot of YouTubers and podcasters talking about it. So if you're not familiar, Keefe D is the last guy they say that's still alive that was involved, you know, unfortunately with Tupac, you know, not being here today. He was the last person involved in that vehicle, and if you go to my community section, there's a video. Shout out to academics, shout out to Reggie Wright, shout out to Yuck Mouth TV, shout out to Gully TV, shout out to Willie D. I watched all those different videos, and man, I just want to shout them out real quick. Just, definitely give a shout out there, because when people talk about the 90s, I graduated high school in 97. So when you talk about the 90s and Tupac, you know what I'm saying? My golden teen years was in the 90s. So we about to have that conversation tonight. So once again, rest in peace to Tupac, the great. You know what I'm saying? Number one on my list is Tupac. I don't care who you put up against him. Tupac is number one for me. That's my personal opinion. That's what I stand on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this, right? Keefe D. He been on all these different platforms. You know what I'm saying? From Vlad TV to Art of Dialogue. I think Say Cheese may have done something with him. I'm not sure. He's been on a lot of different podcasts and came out with a book. So one thing I don't want to hear is that, oh, it's Vlad's fault. It's Vlad. But regardless what Vlad, if he bring you up, or if he, have you do a live with him and he get to asking you those questions, it's up to you to answer them. So for me personally, I'm not coming at Vlad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming at Vlad, because at the end of the day, these are grown individuals that's going up to Vlad TV and all these other, platforms, and having that discussion and choosing to discuss details of a murder that they was involved in, some street criminal activity that they was involved in. I'm not saying Vlad is perfect, and far from that. But at the same time, you still had to get up there and say those words. You still had to come up there and have that discussion. Do you feel me? And just because they throwing you these kibbles and bits, they're giving you a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Now you're talking, Keefe D. Now you're talking. And we're going to get into it. So with Keefe D, right? See, the conversation we about to have tonight is a grown man, grown individual conversation. Because I don't care where you come from, what you claim, what block, street code, stop sign. I care less. Because if we go by any type of street code, right, what is Keefe D doing? Came out with a book. You know what I'm saying? On all these different platforms, getting millions of views. And I understand, Tupac unfortunately passed away. over 30 years ago. But guess what, Playboy? Murder doesn't have an expiration date. You feel me? Somebody been taken off this earth, you know what I'm saying? In a criminal activity way. Doesn't have an expiration date. So when people say they don't believe in karma, they don't believe, oh, this, people that do all this criminal activity and scamming and doing all these things to people, you don't believe in karma? Look at Keefe D. He ain't the only one. We finna chop it up tonight, though. He's not the only one. But this is for Tupac, And it's like, it's a shame because you got all these old goons that's new fools. Old goons that's new fools out here. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Old goons is new fools out here. And I guess with Keefe D, I guess he thought he was good. You know what I'm saying? Because he signed some documents. So he's supposed to be, exonerated of all these charges. Yeah, right. And yeah, I don't know a lot about the streets, but I know that when you involved in somebody, passing away in criminal activity, there's no statutory limit on how much time goes by. If you was involved in some type of murder, I don't see how you think it's all good for you to continue talking about it unless you went to jail for it and you did your time and you told them people, you know what I'm saying, everything you were supposed to tell them, right? Because you can't be out here like Keefe D, you know what I'm saying, thinking that it's cool, thinking that, oh, it's cool for you to talk about, what you was involved in and thinking it won't come back to you if the person that was supposed to have been involved with the killing of Tupac, it was never solved. See, that's the crazy part, right? You know what I'm saying? The Tupac case wasn't, really solved. It may have been solved on the streets in the sense of people knowing who did it, but in the eye of the law, it has not been resolved. So let this be a lesson to any old ass, old ass goon out here is still trying to hold some type of fake street code that nobody else is holding. Nobody else is honoring except for a few people. And if you see it of today, man, it's getting smaller and smaller, man. That's why I say, what's your digital reputation? Because it's not just what you think you know. It's what they can pull up. What can they prove? What's out in the public? And the cool thing about today era, right? Everything is digital. Your paperwork is digital. The videos that you did and gave testimonies about certain information, it's all digital. Meaning it can get accessible if you have the right connection. You have the right resources, huh? So I'm just saying, man. So now you look at Keefe D. What did they say? Huh? I pulled it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't get it, man. These old goons is new fools out here, man. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous, man. I don't get it, bro. I do not get it. And it's like, I've been on, different watching different videos and YouTubers and podcasters, and some people keep trying to say, "Oh man, somebody snitched." Well, Keefe D snitched on himself. He snitched on himself, bruh. Like, he didn't really need nobody to tell his story. All you had to do was log in. All you had to do was press play. All you had to do was click on the link. And all the information you needed about Keefe D and what he was involved in and what he had told, different platforms, all the information is there. So who's snitching on who? That's why I say all these old goons is new fools out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Folks want to talk about the youngsters and you know what I'm saying? Nobody holding up no street code. When it look like niggas 40 plus ain't holding up no street code. And that's supposed to be the golden era, right? That's supposed to be from the golden era of the streets, right? 40 plus, right? You're supposed to have some type of street etiquette, right? I'm kind of confused. Where is it? Because all I can see is all these old goons is new fools out here. Do you feel? Huh? That's all I can see. You know? And I will say, with the Tupac, for them finally putting charges on this man, it took way too long. But I personally feel like with the Tupac case, I feel like it was somebody in my age bracket that probably took on this case. I'm like I said, I'm in my 40s. I'm 45 to be exact. I think it was somebody in my age bracket that moved up in the police, with the FBI or whoever. They was either a fan, they liked his music, or just wanted to solve this case. I think it was somebody around my age bracket that took this cold case and said, you know what? We're not gonna let Tupac go out like that, huh? That's why I like today's era because everything is accessible. Information is accessible. You able to get access to information that we wasn't able to get easy access to back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when I talk about the 90s, computers were around, but we didn't have as much access as we do today. So for Keefe D to get these charges, I know they way too late, but it's not too late. You feel me? Because just think about his family, right? Think about a Tupac family that haven't got that real closure. Everybody talk about the streets knew who did it, but not everybody know. Regardless what you think, I'm not from LA. I mean, I heard things, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, nobody truly know except for certain people, certain individuals. And for the police finally to really take Keefe D in, and it looked like they really got a real case. Because the little bit of research I did do, with Tupac family, they said that they're not really celebrating this moment yet because they want to see what other information is coming out. And if you go to my community section and watch that video, they're saying the police saying they even have more evidence that they don't want to release right now. So they got a serious case on Keefe D, and he did it to himself. Don't get out here and say, "Oh man, they snitching. Oh, stop talking." You know what I'm saying? I seen part of an interview Keefe D did, and he was trying to come at Reggie Wright, and he was out of pocket for that because at the end of the day, Reggie White, he was just telling the information based on that because he used to be a cop. His father is a cop or was or retired or whatever. So for Keefe D to be like, "Oh, if I get charges, somebody else should go down with me." Well, get the telling, old nigga. You feel me? Get the telling. Because all these old goons is new fools out here, bruh. Huh? But I got a feeling though. I got a feeling the reason why They really got these charges on him is because they looking to get him, but I think it's a bigger case that's going to be attached to this, and we may find out what happened with Biggie. We might find out who was involved with the Biggie killing. Unfortunately, we're gonna find out. But it's like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. All these old goons is new fools out here, man. They really are. So don't tell me what the youngsters is doing, who's snitching on who, Takashi 69, yada yada yada. I don't want to hear that. When you got old boy, you know what I'm saying? Keefe D. He out here running his yappers and telling everything. And it's funny, right? I said this many videos ago. I might show that video. I got this video called F Your Street Code. And in that video, I talk about how when dudes get older, when they start tapping 40, late 30s and 40s, they ain't really trying to go back to prison. And from my understanding, Keefe D is in his 50s, right? He ain't trying to go back to prison. But you out here moving like that's the play. You out here moving like, oh, ain't nothing can happen to you. Because this was what, 30 years ago. Well, guess what, Playboy? I know you feeling different sitting in that cell block right now. I know you feeling different. You wish you didn't do all them videos you was doing, huh? All on Vlad TV, you know, the Art of Dialogue, all these different platforms you on. Don't get mad at these platforms, dog. Don't get mad at Vlad. Because regardless if Vlad asked you those questions, you still had to answer them. Regardless about who set up the conversation and try to get you to say certain words, it's up to you to say those words. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I don't get. You know, from what I can see, some people be like, oh man, you know, Vlad the police, or, you know, look what type of questions he asking. Yeah, that's true, right? But at the end of the day, check it out though. It's up to you to answer it. And anybody that's my age bracket and older, I'm looking at you kind of weird, bro. Because it's like, why are you even answering those questions? Because he dangled a few dollars in front of you. You're struggling that bad. You feel me? Your stomach is grumbling that bad. We have to get them few dollars and self-incriminate yourself, huh? To snitch on yourself just for a few dollars. You probably didn't even get you that much bread anyway. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to talk about Vlad now. I'm not a big fan of him, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to make a decision on what you say and what you don't say. You feel me? But you know, with a lot of these old goons, man, they don't know how to transition into this new digital world. So they figure going on these different platforms, they shooting a few dollars to them. They think, oh, it's gonna be cool. I can just say this. They ain't gonna come after me. I wonder how folks gonna switch up their play now. How all these street dudes gonna switch up their angle now, huh? That's what I want to know. How they gonna switch up their play now? They gonna still talk the way they talking, or is they just fronting on the internet, huh? They just gonna keep talking because they know it ain't real. That's why I say the streets is dead. Don't talk to me about no street code. Don't tell me about your block. Don't tell me who you know. I don't want to be involved in none of your criminal activity conversations, bruh. Because if you in my age bracket, I'm thinking you a snitch anyway. Do you feel? Y'all this snitching, bruh. What you got, diabetes? You know what I'm saying? Anybody in my age bracket, 40 plus, you're in my age bracket and 40 plus, and you out here running your mouth about criminal activity, to me, that's telling me that you broke, bro. You ain't got no dollars. You out here trying to get dollars. That's why you willing to, you know what I'm saying, basically snitch on yourself because you struggling, broke, dusty. That's why I said old goons is new fools out here, bruh. Because anybody my age bracket and older, out here talking about what they used to do, how they used to rob this and how they used to slide on that. That means you broke, bruh. You need them few dollars Vlad throwing at you. And this ain't a knock to Vlad. This is not me dissing Vlad. It's just anybody got an issue with him, but you steady running up there telling them all your business, telling you all the criminal activity you was involved in. Who fault is that, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I do not get it. You know what I mean? I don't get it, bruh. Because I thought at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We all men out here, right? We all grown individuals out here, right? It's like, do you walk up in the precinct and just tell them, "Oh man, this is all a criminal"? It's like you doing these interviews. Some of these folks, these old goons, is doing these interviews, or you like Nicki Minaj husband type. You must be Nicki Minaj husband type, where you talking about we outside, and you see Offset in Atlanta with Kai like this. You feel me? They gigging, bruh. You feel me? They gigging. You know what I'm saying? Flipping something on the griddle, man. They got the hot plate chilling. Or you got this old goon talking about we outside. Old goons is new fools out here. Do you feel? Get me started, bruh. And yeah, Sean B. Stoller is the name, bruh. All these old, whoever put that video about Nicki Minaj husband out there, man. I love that video. I was on Instagram earlier and it popped up when they show they got an edit where, you know what I'm saying, what's his name? Kenneth Petty, he out like, we outside. And you see Offset and Kaya gigging. Like they ain't even worrying about you, bruh. That's why I say old goons is new fools out here. Yeah, you got a couple that's real, but it's literally just that, a couple. Straight fools out here, bruh. All on the gram, running up to all these different platforms. Yeah, man. I used to, man, I used to have a chop on me. I had the extra banana clip on me. I'm riding around looking for anybody that wants some. Little Corey. Yeah, man, I shot him up yesterday. Old goons is new fools out here, man. Like, I'm for real though. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like really though. They fools out here, bruh. And they don't want to be quick to say, oh, what the youngsters is doing, and nobody holding up a street code. Well, what is the street code? Because anybody that's 40 plus, all y'all are snitching, bruh. Y'all ain't trying to go to prison no more. Let's get that. Let's make that very clear. I said it today, right now. Anybody 40 plus ain't rushing to go back to jail. They gonna get the snitching. Let's see how much Keefe D talk now. He gonna try to bring up all type of stuff you ain't heard of. Puff Daddy, he gonna try to talk about whoever. You feel me? He gonna get the stitching on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Where his baby mama get her hair braided. You know what I'm saying? Where the kids go to school at. You know what I'm saying? Old goons is new fools out here, bruh. They fools, man. I don't hear it. I don't feel it. And that's why I said many videos ago, and I'll say it again. Don't come talking to me about no street criminal activity. Because if you talk to me about it, first of all, I'm not in the streets like that. Yeah, I know about the streets. I come from the streets, but I don't represent the streets. I ain't telling you who I know. I ain't talking about what I used to do. And I don't want you telling me, trying to get me indicted into some bull that you involved in. Because you scared to go to jail. Old goon. You scared now. What you got? Diabetes, high blood pressure? Huh? You're a grandpa now. You want to see your grandkids? Well, was you thinking about that when you was out there? You know what I mean? popping at this and doing that and going up in that and sliding on that, house invasion that. Was you thinking about that back then? So now you're old and decrepit now. So now you want to be like, oh man, it's peace in the streets. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. That ain't you. You supposed to be a street dude. You supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? King Kong in the streets, right? Old goons is new fools out here. Do you feel new fools, man? That's what they are. Like I said, it's a couple real ones, but the rest is fake, bro. Ain't no dude 35 plus want to go back and do 20 years in prison right now. None of them. I don't care who they are. I don't care how much money they got. I don't care any of that. Because you see people like Bootsy trying to work with the police, trying to, you know, I'm good for the youth. You know, let me talk to the youth because they know. You know, I come from the same struggle. They know, you know, I'm a real street dude. Old goons is new fools out here, bruh. That's what they are. Because first of all, if you're 40 plus and you still consider yourself a goon, a street dude, a gang this, or you represent this block, I don't want to be nowhere close around. Cause you a dinosaur out here, bruh. I thought the whole point was you supposed to hustle and do whatever you do so you can elevate to the next level, the next chapter in life. So you telling me you 40 plus and you still thinking like you in the 90s? Old goons is new fools out here. It's like somebody finna, some old dude come up to you. You feel me? He just got out of prison and he gonna tell you how to flip bricks. What? You just did 20 years in prison and now you trying to tell me how to flip bricks? Man, get your old ass up out of here, bro. You working with the feds. Do you? You know what I mean? Old goons is new fools out here, bro. You know what I mean? And that's why I say you know, looking at the Tupac thing, I bet you Tupac up there is just kicking back right now, man. And knew that this day was coming. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Tupac. Rest in peace to Biggie. But it's really a shame, though, to be honest, though, right? It's really a shame because as you get older and you have more life experience under your belt, I will at least think that you want to conduct yourself in a better manner. And that's why I say if anybody in their late 30s and 40s and they still talking about how they out here in the streets, you need to move fast away from them. Because if they not already snitching, they will be. They already probably in the program now. You feel me? Getting that little check they get for snitching. You know what I'm saying? And trying to take you down so they can lessen their time because they know that they numbers is, you know what I mean? Once you start getting 40 plus, you know, you basically looking at less life that you're gonna be on this earth. And as you get older, you know, that prison cell don't look as cute as it used to. You feel me? I can imagine that. That just makes sense. That's just common sense. As you get older, you ain't trying to sit in no cell with no, you know, one ply, sheet, one ply mattress. You sleeping on them there metal bars. Somebody waking you up so you can eat that slop. You know what I mean? It's like you working. You in the Bikini Bottom and y'all going to Plankton restaurant to go eat every day. Go eat some of that chum, huh? They gonna wake you up and go get some of that chum downstairs, bruh. I tell you, man, old goons, new fools out here, bruh. Sean B. Stoller said it first. Old goons, new fools. That's what they are. That's exactly what they are. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't get right, can't get right. And now you're old and you like, man, I don't want to go back to jail. But I'm gangster though. I'm gangster, man. You know, I'm the biggest gang this. I'm the biggest street this. I'm on the block. Everybody know me on the block. I can't go back. So let me set somebody up. Cause I've been snitching. And we outside. I tell you, man. Old goons is new fools out here. They new fools. For real though. Cause it's like, as you get older, right? And hopefully, if you get wiser, because not everybody older is wiser. Let's keep it real. There's some young dudes, some young women out here that got more game young that's, 20 years younger than some of these old folks that got way more game than some of these old folks out here in these streets. So just because they older doesn't make them wiser, you know? And I learned that at a young age. You know what I'm saying? I was in my late teens, early 20s, and I started really understanding that a lot of these OGs and old goons and people from the streets, a lot of them, their mentality is still on some youngster mentality, and they're in their 30s. That's where that third childhood come from. Nas had a song where he mentioned, my homie, he on his third childhood. That means you in your 30s and you still trying to live like you 19. That's a problem. You in your late 40s and you still talking about stuff you did in 1999. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, bruh. I mean, it's cool if you're doing a biopic. It's cool if you know what I'm saying, making a movie or doing a rap song or some type of documentary. But bruh, I ain't trying to hear about what you did in 1999. And I graduated high school in 97, bruh. I ain't trying to go back there. I mean, if it was something important, you feel me? Yeah, cool. But I ain't just trying to sit around and talk about, man, this is what we used to do in the 90s, right? Bro, we in 2000, almost 2024. I'm out here trying to elevate. I'm out here trying to keep pushing to continue getting to the next level in life. I use the old school for, you know what I mean, a history understanding. But I don't need to get a history understanding of no old goon. You feel me? That ain't what I'm going back in time for. I don't need to know how you was packing crack in the back of your ass. You feel me? Swallowing balloons of dope. I don't want to hear about that. For what? You know what I'm saying? What's the point I need to know about that, bruh? What? You telling me how you used to, man, I used to do this. I used to do that. Okay. Well, only thing you telling me that you used to do back in the days is criminal activity. How are you living today based on your actions back then? That's what I want to know. If you want to tell me all this criminal activity that you used to do, what are you doing today that's better than what you used to do? Because right now you sound like a old goon that's today's fool. Do you? You know what I'm saying? Like for real though. Really don't make no sense, man. So beware of an old goon, man. Beware of an old individual trying to tell you how the streets, how you need to move in these streets when they not even in position. When they not even, you know what I mean? They haven't elevated to be out of the streets, but they want to tell you how to move in the streets. Make sure you stay away from that type of individual. You feel me? Because they are probably already working with the feds. They probably already get in some type of RICO act or something involving, you know what I'm saying, where they trying to lower their time by getting you caught up in something, man. So beware of those type of individuals that's quick to tell you all they criminal activity and what they was involved in. Because they may still be involved, but it's not in the way you think it is. You feel me? They out here snitching to get less time. They snitching to get that little check that they give out, huh? So beware of those, man. Because old goons is new fools out here, bruh. You feel me? And that's why I don't, man. Don't come talking to me about that. I don't want to hear it, bruh. Don't tell me, oh man, you got us some money, we can do this, we can flip that. What? I ain't trying to flip nothing with you, bruh. And first of all, I don't even know what you talking about. And why you coming to me with it? You feel me? I'm telling you, bruh. Because these dudes is wicked out here, man. And they don't want to go back. Like I keep saying, anybody 35 plus, 40 plus, and they still talking that criminal activity, they about to slide on this and slide on that. Y'all need to get up out of there fast. Move around, man. Get away from them type of dudes because they trying to set you up, bro. Talk about this street code. Huh? Now check this out. This is a video I did a while ago. I'm trying to figure what's the benefit of being in any type of street, block, stop sign, front porch, whatever color you're claiming, whatever block you claiming, whatever spot you living at. You want to call that your little empire? Talk to him. You want to say you the man because you going after people that's less than, or you trying to take advantage of people, you trying to rob people in your own community? Because either A, you don't have it, or B, you jealous because you couldn't get it the way they got it. Talk to him. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of street code is that? What kind of street code? So hold up. Check this out, man. Let me break it down, right? Talk to all y'all street dudes, right? All you dudes who claim y'all street, you gangster, gang, whatever street, block, stop sign that you claim. What are you doing positive in your neighborhood? Don't tell me about who you're sliding on. Don't tell me about, oh man, we had to run up and do this. We had to go chop down that. I mean, we all know how that movie ends, right? Most people seen the TV series Snowfall, huh? Most people have seen Power, huh? BMF, huh? Old School New Jack City, huh? I mean, how many movies do you need? Menace to Society, huh? Boys in the Hood, huh? Talk to we all know how that movie ends. Tragically, on both sides, on all sides. So what is the point of you saying you a street dude that's beneficial for your community, for your people, for black people in general, or any people at that? What point of it is you being a street dude? What's the benefits? Tell me. What is the benefits? So you mean to tell me if I become a street dude, right? I'm gonna get a 401k, I'm gonna get life insurance. I know I'm gonna need life insurance, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we dealing with a dangerous game, right? So if I get life insurance, you feel me? Get a 401k. If I go to jail, or better yet, if I get killed, my family gonna be taken care of. So you telling me that's part of the perk package? Is that part of the perk package? That if I become this street dude, all these things is going to be taken care of, other than me going out there getting a job and either going to school or learning a trade? So I'm going to skip all that and become this street dude, huh? I'm going to become this street dude and do all this prison time and come out to what? Talk to him, man. This is what I'm saying, man. What's the point of your street code, bro? I'm going to do all this time, and what do I get at the end of that, huh? Talk to him. What do I receive because of that? So you mean to tell me I go to prison? You know, my kids, I go to prison, my kids is, toddlers.
When I get out, they're gonna be damn near 18,
Right?
if
Talk
not
to
in
him.
their 20s. So when I get out, my kids' college tuition gonna be paid for. They may needed braces, all that's gonna be taken care of, right?
Talk to
Because
him.
I'm claiming this street signs, front porch, stoplight, huh?
Talk
Since
to
I'm
him.
claiming this street corner, stop sign, stoplight, my
Right.
whole family gonna be taken care of because of that, right? Is that what you telling me right now?
Talk to him.
Man,
Talk to him.
is that what you telling me? Because if not, I mean, if you love guns so much, you know what I'm saying, United States, we got this great military you can go into. They got
Mm,
choppers all day for you.
mm,
Big missile launchers, you know what I'm saying? Tanks, whatever you need, we got it for you. But yet,
mm.
you want me to claim the street corner stop sign front porch, and I go to jail. My kids don't get no support. You know what I'm saying? And one of the
Talk to him.
homies, right, who was loving my baby mama every time we come, he come pick me up or we go do something. You always got a compliment to say to my girl. So now I'm in prison doing 20, 30 years. Now my best friend is sleeping with my girl though?
Mm.
Is that the benefit?
Talk to him.
Now I'm calling to the house collect and he answering the phone like, "What's up? What are you calling for?" What the fuck you mean? What am I calling for? Huh?
Talk to him.
Do you feel
Old goons, new fool. It's that old goons, new fools out here, man. Peak gang.
what do you mean? What am I calling for? You supposed to be my partner. You was a certified slider with me. We was both claiming that street corner stop sign front porch. We both was claiming that. You said you was gonna help with my family and all that, but I didn't know you was gonna help like this.
Talk to him.
I didn't know that come with perks with you sleeping with my girl or my
Talk to
kid's
him.
mom. Regardless if she left me or not, you my partner first, right? You my partner first, but you gonna be laying up with my girl, right? Or my kid's mom, right?
Talk
You
to
already
him.
know if you my real partner, you know how I'm gonna feel about that. I'm gonna feel some type of way, right? And what I'm saying? I know a few cats that have done some serious time, right? And that first year, yeah, a lot of your partners, they gonna help you out. But when you get to year 5, you get to year 10,
Mm.
how many still putting money on your books? Who's still
Talk to
sending
him.
you them boxes full of oodles and noodles? Huh? Who's
Talk
sending
to
you
him.
them pictures, man? I'll wait.
Mm. Talk to him. Old goons, new fool. They don't get it, man. They don't get it.
So you wonder why. And then on top of that, you wonder why when somebody grew up in the same neighborhood that you are in,
Talk to
when
him.
somebody grew up in the same neighborhood that you are in, right? You wonder why once they figure out and get their life together,
Mm.
got some type of corporate job, or better yet, maybe even went into business for themselves, what is
Right.
the first thing you think they're gonna do? They're gonna move out that hood, they're gonna move out of that gang street block stop sign. Because they know at the end of the day,
Mm.
even though y'all supposed to be certified sliders and all this and that, right? They know at the end of the day, they're gonna be a stake out here for the people that they grew up in their own community with. Huh?
Talk
So
to
you
him.
telling me I supposed to have a street code for that? I supposed to have a street code with you
Mm.
when you the one that's terrorizing the city? I
Talk
mean,
to him.
yeah, you got other entities. I give you that. But on top of those other individuals or entities that's affecting the community, I got my own brother that's right next to me that slept on the same couch as me. You
Mm.
feel me? Shared lunch with,
Mm.
walked to school with. This
Talk
gonna
to
be
him.
the same person that's gonna come in and kill me because he jealous of how I got it and he couldn't get it the way I have it. So what is the street code? What's the what the fuck is what's the point of that?
Talk to
What's the
him.
point of having a street code when the same dude you grow up with is the same one that killed you?
Old goons.
So what's the point of having that street code? And don't tell me, oh, you snitching now. Well, everybody snitch. Ain't that part of the code?
Old goons, new fools. Talk to him. But you ain't feeling me though. Y'all ain't feeling me yet.
I thought that was part of the code. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else do it.
Mm.
Soon as you looking at them football numbers, we gonna see how gang you are.
Mm.
We gonna see if you still repping that stop sign front porch. We gonna see how hard you repping it now.
Huh. Talk to him. Talk to him.
It's funny, right? Because it's like you got these dudes who tell you they want you, you know, the code to the street. The code to the street. What is the code to the street, man? What is the code? Who made the code? And how do I automatically get opt in to that code? Because is that the same code, right? So if you representing whatever you claiming, right? When I'm on, and this is for everybody. This is no particular.
I'm trying to tell you. See, this is my whole point, though, right? This is my whole point. It's like when I look at this Keefe D situation, right? When I look at it, the core of it, that's what this is. You know, what happened in Vegas to Tupac, we don't need to keep saying that. I'm not going to keep mentioning that. But the core, to me, it boils down to the most basic thing. You got some people out here that's really weak individuals. They really weak. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, right? If me and you get into a fight, I lose that fight. I may even get jumped. My next thought process is not coming back shooting you. Huh? That's not my thought process after that. I want to come back and get a get back, but that don't necessarily mean I have to use gunplay to get my get back. Now, I understand you can't control the actions of the next individual. I get that. But just because I had a bad altercation with you and I was on the receiving side, you feel me? I was the one, you know what I mean? Getting hands put on me. It doesn't automatically mean I'm gonna come back with gunplay or try to, spray up something because I lost the fight. So when I think about a lot of these old goons, right? People want to say, oh, the drill music this, the drill music that. You can't speak on that when you look at the Tupac situation. That wasn't drill music. You know what I'm saying? That was the streets. So at the end of the day, it's not the music. That's how I feel. It's not music. That's the issue. You just got weak individuals in your neighborhood, in your community that want to pump this fake facade. Like, oh man, we're gonna represent this block, or we gonna represent this color, or we gonna represent this neighborhood. But what does the neighborhood actually do? You want me representing this block? What does that block do for me and my family? Being a part of this block, this neighborhood, stop sign, front porch. What type of retirement plan does that come with? You want me to go out here and do criminal activity, sliding on this, hitting up that, only to go to jail, my kids not getting the support they need to. And 9 times out of 10, one of your partners is going to be the one laying up with your baby mama. Do you? So it's not the music, bro. It's not the music. Like they say, what happened to Tupac didn't have nothing to do with music. So if that's the case, what was it really? It was the street code, right? It was this being a part of the streets, being a part of a neighborhood, being part of a block, representing a stop sign, a front porch. So because you disrespected the stop sign, front porch, because you disrespect the block, now you got to come back and spray it up now, huh? Old goons, new fools. Do you? That's what it is to me. So when people say, "Oh, it wasn't the music that you know what happened to Tupac," that wasn't music. Okay, then what was it? See, nobody truly want to accept that answer. Most people who consider themselves a part of a neighborhood or block or stoplight or color this, color that, they don't want to face the reality of what they grew up on, what they stood on. Because if it wasn't the music, then what was it? It was a fake street code. It was a fake neighborhood. It was a fake color. It was a fake block that you was representing that got Tupac where he at today. So I agree. It's not the music. It's a fake street code that nobody is upholding except for a couple of old goons. Do you? And now these old goons is the ones who telling all the stories on these different platforms. You can't make this up, man. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. You got all these old goons that said they would never snitch as the main ones writing books, talking about what they did in the car, who shot, who didn't shoot. You might as well say, well, your baby mama got to get her hair braided. Your partner go over here. He like to go to this certain store to get his, to get his his wraps. You feel me? Need to get his blunt wraps from this certain liquor store, your partner go to, so y'all can get them right there. Old goons, new folk. I don't get it, man. I do not get it. So you can keep your street code. Because if it wasn't the music, I agree. It wasn't the music was the issue. It was a fake street code that nobody uphold. So don't get mad at the youngsters who saying, "Oh, well, they're finna go and tell." This is not snitching. So don't get mad at Gunner. Yeah, I know he said yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Don't get mad at none of that. Don't be mad at none of that when you got these old goons, this new fools out here, all on these different platforms, telling them, talking about what they did on this street, what color is this, what block they claim, what their status is in the gang community. When you got all these old goons telling you that, so don't tell me about what somebody else is doing when you haven't cleaned up your old goon behavior. And like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. If you 40 plus and you still talking street politics, bruh, you still talking about how you in the streets, you already lost. Do not talk to me about no street mentality and you in your fault. For what? You supposed to be trying to elevate your family. You probably got grandkids, huh? You in your 50s, 60s? You should be grandpa right now. But no, you finna tell me about a block? You about to tell me about a street code, a stop sign, a front porch? For what? Old goons, new fools out here. They really are fools, man. Fools go. You know what I mean? Ridiculous, man. And as you get older, you will understand, or you will come to that understanding that you don't have a lot of time left in this world. So a lot of these so-called old goons, man, they do not want to go back to jail because they know this might be the last ride they got left, huh? So they're the ones you got to be careful. You got to stay away from. There's any OG out here, any so-called street dude trying to tell you how to move in these streets, and they still active. I mean, I thought at some point you're supposed to elevate to go to the next level of life, not still be in the life. Do you? At least that's what at least that was told to me. And I ain't even in the streets like that, but at least that's what I heard. You're supposed to use it to a point to catapult you to the next level where you don't have no involvement. But somehow that got lost in translation. Or better yet, you just wasn't that smart. You know what I mean? I don't get it, bro. I do not get it. Let me see what else I got in here. Entity. This is for all of them, right? Let's see what else I got in here. I got a little bit more left in here. Let's see. Right? That's why I say front porch stoplight street sign. So for all these people who claiming whatever the hell they claiming, right? So you telling me by claiming whatever I claim with you, I'm gonna get some type of support, right? So you telling me I ride with you, we have this group of people or whoever, we go do all these dangerous things, right? We go do all these criminal activities, right? After we do all them activities and I get caught, you still gonna be there to support me and my family, right? Talk to them. Cause we a gang, right? You know what I'm saying? We slime life, huh? We YSL, huh? We whatever the street that they call it is, huh? Right. So by us claiming this, right? This come with perks and benefits, right? Because when you're up, right? Everybody's celebrating. But when you're down, who's around? Who gonna be there for you when you need support? You feel me? And if you're so gang, I hope you own the property that y'all slanging out of, right? Talk to them. Tell me you paying rent and you balling, right? You been pulling up in Benzes and this and that. But you pulling up to an apartment complex that your girl or you know what I'm saying, your mama got low income housing on. Oh, that's where you balling at. I'm trying to figure it out, right? What's the point? Old goons, new fools out here. What's the point? I'm trying to figure it out. Let me know. What's the benefits? Because if I go get a job, right? If I go to school, right? I learn a trade, right? There's some paperwork that comes with that can give you an estimate of how much you could make based on your experience. Based on this degree, your income could be between this, this level and that level. So if I chose to actually go out there and do something with my life productive in a positive way, here is the chart, and these are the bullet points you could hit to make this type of money. So if I claim your front porch stoplight street sign, where is the bullet points? Where's the the detail of what my income and what my insurance is going to look like, huh? Cooking them, man, cooking them. Talk to them. But you want me to have a street code with you though, right? Like, so it just doesn't come with no type of terms and conditions, but I gotta commit to that, right? I gotta commit to something that don't do shit for me, huh? Right.
Old goons, new fool. That's how this go now, huh? Wonder why you got all these people snitching. You wonder why people be quick to rat on other individuals. Because when they looking at that time, right? And then
Mm.
on top of all that, you go to jail, you got a public defender, man. So you telling me that all that slanging in the hood, you feel me? Trap house this, trap house that. You got your jewelry on. You in a big body Benz. You got, you know what I'm saying? The baddest chick in the neighborhood.
Mm.
You got all this going on, but you got a public defender? Really? Old goons, new fools. Talk to them. Let them know. They don't feel you though. They not feeling it yet. They don't hear us though. I'm trying to figure it out. Help me understand this logic of thinking.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm definitely not the dumbest guy. That's why I'm not a street dude. And fuck your street code, nigga.
Talk to them. Okay.
Old goons, new fool. I can care less what block you claiming. I can care less what stoplight you claiming. I can care less what front porch you claiming.
Mm.
I can care less, bruh.
Mm.
Because the way I look at it, and it's funny, right? It's funny, right? Because I was thinking about this. It's funny how they call a dude or the individual that's working, they call that a square, call
Mm.
that person a square person, right? Like, oh, he a square, he got a job. But if you really think about it, right? Really think about what I'm about to say to you, right? You call a dude who go to work, he's the square, right? The
Mm.
dude who go to work, he drive, take a bus, however he get there, he's the square dude. But yet, your dumbass sit in the trap house all day. You can't go at most places because you riding around with illegal substance and you doing this, you doing
Old
that. You trying to
goons,
stay out the
new
way,
fool.
right? So who's really in the box? Who's really the square? Because guess what? You in a trap house. You don't go too many places because you don't want to be seen. So who's really in a box, bruh? Who's really the square dude? Because that square dude, he pay taxes. You feel me? He can take a vacation. He can go places. He got a passport. He don't have felonies, so he can get him a gun license. Get him a gun license legally. Have a gun. If he has any issues, if he can't handle it or while he handling it, he can call the police and say, hey, I'm a registered gun holder. I got a person, that come in my house. I shot him. Here's my address. When they get there, you show all your paperwork. You go through the process of what you need to do legally, right?
Mm.
But your ass street dude, right? You
Mm.
the one that gotta hide this. Don't show that. We don't know what happened. I'm not going to say anything. So who's in the fucking box, nigga?
Old goons, new fool.
Who really in a box? Literally.
Old goons, new fool.
That's what I want to know. So who's really the square dude, huh? Because it ain't the dude who go to work every day. He's not the square. It's you niggas. Because don't you stay in a trap house? You trapping all day, huh? You at the same house trapping all day long.
Mm.
Can't go home. You can't go to sleep. Because soon as, if you ain't serving them fast enough, they going to go find it somewhere else. So who's
Mm.
really in a box, nigga?
Old goons, new fools. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I mean, for real though. Uh, Help me understand this because I don't get it, man. I do not get it. Old goon, new fools out. They really are, man. They really are. And it's like, I can't stress this even more, right? I can't bring it to you any realer than what I'm bringing to you. Because it's not the music, I agree. A lot of people say it's not the music. It's not the music. It's that street corner stop sign front porch we got to get rid of, or we need a change. Because that old way of thinking, that old street code mentality is not working. That's what took out one of our greatest rappers of all time. Because it wasn't the music. When that what happened to Tupac, it didn't have nothing to do with music. I agree. It had nothing to do with music. So music is not the problem. Hip hop is not the problem. It's that front porch stop sign street light. We gotta expect more, want more, and hold people accountable. Or I can't even deal with you. I can't be around you. So I hope y'all got the message. And I hope you get this understanding. And even though Keefe D has not been fully convicted yet, he has been charged, but he has not been convicted. You got to go to court for that. But he has faced charges. We will find out over time how far this rabbit hole is going to go. Because I feel like it's not going to end with just Keefe D. I don't feel like this is the last of it because what I have seen, the information that's put out there for Tupac family, they were saying that they're not celebrating yet because they're waiting for more information to come out. So, in my opinion, be prepared to find out who else may have been involved. If it's another mogul or, you know what I'm saying, a record label owner, or we will find out. But if you take anything, if you're going to take anything from what I said tonight, take this. If you around my age, I'm in my 40s, right? If you around my age, think about your childhood, how you grew up, what was using, what you were influenced by. And if you had a lot of trauma or you've been through a lot in your life, you've been through prison and all that, think about what choices you made and what really influenced you. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't the music, it was the people around you, the people you grew up with. Some of us be able to get strong enough mentally to separate ourselves. I was one of those. Well, I kind of just I didn't know what the play was, but I know I didn't want to be a part of it. And I had to deal with a whole bunch of backlash from individuals that was close to me, but I just stood on my square. Even as a young man, I didn't want to be involved with no type of criminal activity. You know what I'm saying? Because I just felt like that wasn't me. I'm not pushing no P. I ain't standing on no block. I'm not doing not, you know what I'm saying, swallowing balloons full of dope. I'm not doing none of that. I knew at a young age that wasn't for me. But to the people who went through that and experienced that, think about what are you doing today for the people around you, the community that you live in. What type of individual are you today? Because it's a lot of opportunity, But not if you are old goon and a new fool out here. Your choice is yours. Thank you for watching this live. I am Sean B. Stoller. All I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, hopefully some type of inspiration. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment. You can share it. It's cool. I appreciate you. And if you appreciate me, help support the channel by hitting at least hit the subscribe and the like and drop something in the super chat or the super thanks. I appreciate you. Till next time, peace.